Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Chris. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Kaggle API in a Colab notebook. To be more specific, I'm going to show you how to import data from Kaggle into a Colab notebook. If you're asking yourself why you should use Kaggle API, let me explain it. Kaggle is a great place to learn machine learning by doing projects. It's where thousands of experienced machine learning engineers share their work. Learning from others is one of the most efficient ways of gaining knowledge. You can also participate in Kaggle competitions and team up with your peers. Even if you don't do this, Kaggle may still be useful for you. How? Kaggle has an advantage that often gets overseen. It is a rich and reliable source of data. Kaggle API allows you to download datasets with 6 simple steps. Okay, enough talking, let's take some action. In order to use Kaggle API, you need to generate your personal Kaggle API token. And here's how to do this. First, you have to go to kaggle.com and click on your profile picture and go to Account. Once you're there, scroll down to the API section and click on Create New API Token. And it's gonna ask you to save kaggle.json file on your computer. I'm just going to save it now and have a look what's in it. It's only my username and the key that just got generated. Please pay attention to this information from Kaggle. It says ensure kaggle.json is in the location home kaggle.json to use the API. It's time to create a new Colab notebook. Let's go to your Google Drive and select New, More, and Google Collaboratory. If you don't see this option, click on Connect More Apps, search for Google Collaboratory, and add it. I'm creating a new notebook right now. It takes a couple of seconds. When it's created, let's give it a more meaningful title like Kaggle API Demo. As I mentioned, there are 6 steps we need to take to be able to download datasets from Kaggle. Install Kaggle, upload kaggle.json file that we downloaded from the Kaggle account, create the Kaggle directory to store the file, copy the file into the directory, change access permission, and download the dataset. Let me show you how these steps look in practice. We begin with installing Kaggle. We type pip install Kaggle, run the cell, and now it's connecting and downloading. If you don't know why I use the exclamation mark at the beginning, we need it in order to run shell commands in Python notebooks. This is how you can distinguish shell commands from the Python code. Kaggle is installed. Let me just open the files that I have in the notebook. And the next step is to upload the kaggle.json that we downloaded from Kaggle. We go from Google Colab, import files, files.upload, and run the cell. It's gonna open this section where we can choose file to upload. We choose kaggle.json and it's uploading. We can see what the file contains. And if we refresh, we can see that kaggle.json is there. Okay, the next step is to create the directory where we're going to store the kaggle.json file. Again, shell script, make directory with Kaggle. Okay, it's there. and we want to copy our kaggle.json file into this directory. Great. We don't see this directory here because it has a dot at the beginning and it means it's hidden. The next step, we want to change access permissions with the change mode command. Looks like this. And we type the directory and the file name. Okay, it's working. We change permission because we want to hide credentials from other users. I honestly don't know how it is helpful in Colab, but it takes a fraction of a second, so let's just leave it. The last step is downloading a dataset. There are two different methods to do it. Why do we need two methods? To find out, let's go back to Kaggle. On the left-hand side, there are competitions and datasets. Both of them contain data. However, they use a slightly different API command in order to get the data. Let's begin with datasets. I click on it and let's select this dataset. It's quite small, so it's gonna take only a second to download it. Once we're there, on the right-hand side, there is this menu where we select Copy API command. It's copied now. We paste it in our Colab notebook. And since it's also a shell command, we run it like this. And it's already there. However, it's compressed. It's a zip file. So we need to unzip it. We need a path and run command again. As you can see, we have a CSV file. It's also there. Let's make sure it's working. Let's import pandas and read the file. Let's copy. And see what's there. Okay, cool. As you can see, there is the data. So we managed to download it from Kaggle using the Kaggle API. Let's see how to get data from competitions. We go back to the Kaggle page and select competitions. There are many, so let's use the search bar to find the Titanic. Go there and click on data, scroll down, and here we can see the command we can use in our Google Colab in order to get the data. Let's just copy it, go back to the Colab notebook and paste it. Again, it's a shell command. So let's run the cell. It's downloading. And when we refresh, we can see that we really downloaded the data. Again, let's, this time we don't have to unzip the data, which is good, but let's make sure we can use it. Again, we'll use pandas, Titanic, and train CSV Titanic, and there we go. Here's our Titanic data. When you get data from competitions, you'll probably get an error 403 forbidden. let me show you what I mean with a quick example. Let's go back to Kaggle, select competitions, playground, and let's go for the first competition. Just like before, we go to data and copy the API command. We paste it in our Google Colab and run it. And as you can see, here's what I meant. It's because there are rules that come with each competition. You need to agree to the rules to be able to download the data. Here's how you can do it. Once you're here again on the data, if you scroll down a little, you can see that you can click on I understand and agree to the competition rules. So either you can click it here or go to the rules here and do exactly the same. So I just click it now. I can see that I have accepted the rules of this competition. And when I try to download the data again, it's working. There you have it. You just learned how to get data from Kaggle datasets and competitions. You also know what to do if you see the 403 forbidden message. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.